Hello, welcome to my YouTube video where I'll be showing my speed paints for my redesigns of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic characters as kind of like magical girls, like think like Sailor Moon. I'm kind of going for that kind of vibe. So I think I'm just going to show some of my brainstorming while I'm yapping. So basically, a couple months ago, I was inspired to start doing this when I was rewatching, I think the My Little Pony movie from like 2017 or something like that. And I was just being nostalgic. I was just going back and rewatching the movie. I think I was rewatching the Equestria Girls movie because I've rewatched them like countless times at this point. Which, by the way, Rainbow Rocks is the best movie. Can we agree on that? Honestly, I think my ranking of the Equestria Girls movies, I'd say Rainbow Rocks, the first one, Friendship Games, and then the fourth one. I didn't really like The Legend of Everfree. I really didn't like that one. But yeah, Rainbow Rocks, bro, the sirens and man. I mean, I still know every song word by word. They're so good. But yeah, I think that's enough yapping from me. So let's just get started with the speed paint. Okay, starting off with Fluttershy. I like how her everyday outfit came out. I was going for like an earthy vibe. Like I had a couple color palette choices, like I did a couple versions, but eventually I did settle on a more pastel look because I thought it suited her as her, Fluttershy vibe. I had some other ideas for like the actual outfit, but I just decided to go with like a long flowy skirt, with like a little like a waist scarf kind of just wrapped around there. I thought that looked cute. And throughout this, I was really focusing on value. So you'll see I'm doing black and white a couple times, switching to check the value of each color and how they work next to each other. If anything is looking muddy, if anything is blending into each other, just to make sure that everything is looking clear. And for her element, I decided to give her like a butterfly belly piercing because I thought that would suit her and her nature vibe. So I'm just switching back and forth. Like throughout this whole thing, you probably see I'll just switch because my workflow is kind of chaotic. So I'll just be going from like sketch to color to line art and stuff like that. I'd say her background, like maybe her and her family are from Europe, like maybe from Ukraine or something like that. So here I'm doing the rendering for a version that I didn't even end up choosing, so it was kind of a waste of time. But I was worried that I was doing a bit too much pink for her, because even though she is like a pretty pink character, she's also like, earthy yellow. So I just had to dial back on the pink and save it for Pinkie Pie. I had to reference her like pony design sometimes for like some of these characters because I realized I was giving them the wrong color. So with the ribbon behind her back, it's like the thing that ties them together as magical girls. So I wanted the ribbon to kind of represent the tail, like the fabric that hangs down is their tail. So I wanted it to be the color of their element of harmony. And I think for Fluttershy, I gave her the wrong color, so I did go back and change it. So I was just doing lots of referencing and going back and forth just to clarify everything. And here you see that I gave her magical pony form human ears, and I decided to change it because, like, there's still the whole magical girl power comes from them being ponies. So she has her wings and she also has her pony ears. So I did like adjust that for the other characters as well. Yeah, the whole magical girl concept is that they become magical pony girls. So I had to give them their, like, everything that makes them a pony, not just wings or a horn, but also their ears. But yeah, I like how her magical girl form came out. And yeah, I'm just like adjusting the colors there. I think it looks really cute. I like the pastel look to it. And I'm here just rendering the ribbon and just adding the final touches. And I would say she's like majoring in something like animal related, like maybe I don't know, maybe she's majoring in like environmental science or something. Like she cares about the environment, she cares about animals, and she cares about all the creatures on Earth. Okay, next up is Pinkie Pie. Her magical girl form, I think I really love. I really love how it came out. For the magical girl form, I was thinking like like a cupcake. I was looking up references of dresses, and I found one that I really liked, and I just tried to incorporate that and also kind of spin it to look like a cupcake, like the skirt part. So I think that's really cool. For her story, in the like in relation to the other girls, maybe she's like in college, but then she's also like a clown entertainer, like birthday party performer on the side just to get some extra money. Maybe she's a theater major or like performance because she's like so dramatic and everything. Oh, and also like she could be like a minor in like culinary arts because she loves to bake. So it's she does like her main acting thing, and then she bakes on the side. I was thinking of where to include her little like cutie mark reference in her everyday outfit. And I thought it would be funny to give her like a tattoo, a balloon tattoo on her shoulder, which is like in this pose it's a bit hard to see. It's on her left shoulder. So it would be visible in other poses, but I think it works because in her magical girl form, the sleeve covers that part, so it's kind of protecting her secret identity. And I'd say maybe she's like from the Bahamas or something, like maybe Caribbean influence, and I don't know, maybe she likes to wear blue contacts, or maybe she was born with blue eyes, who knows. So here I'm just rendering. I really like how the rendering came out in her magical girl form, especially with her hair and her dress. Like I think this is my favorite magical girl form because I just love the colors. I think I did a good job with the contrast. I just think everything just looks harmonious. With her everyday outfit, now that I'm looking back, I kind of wish I gave her like shorts instead of a skirt because I think I was overdoing it with the skirts. Like I feel like majority of the girls are wearing skirts or like a dress in their everyday outfit, so I feel like maybe shorts would have suited her better. But yeah, here I'm just going back and forth picking colors, trying to figure out which colors look good together, struggling with that hand. Yeah, I really tried to focus on color with these drawings. And I think after a while I decided to change how I rendered the ribbon. So I think I did it with Pinkie Pie, but then I went back to the other girls and kind of like made it look shiny, like a maybe like silk material. Yeah. Honestly, doing her hair is probably my favorite part of just her design because it's just so fluffy, so curly. I love Pinkie Pie. I love her design. In the Friendship is Magic show, I love her character, and her design was just really fun to interpret and incorporate in this. Okay, and now we're on to Applejack. Not gonna lie, her magical girl form gave me a hard time. I was going back and forth looking at references, but I think it came out okay. But starting off with her everyday form, I really love this pose. I love like the final version of her everyday form. I love how it came out. I love the contrast. I love the colors. I tried to add like personality to her outfit. I don't know, I just love it. I love how it looks. That's just Applejack, you know? Like how can you not love Applejack? For her kind of backstory, I'd say like, you know, she's, you know, the typical farm girl, you know, she loves her family, she works hard, you know, it's just her and her family on the farm. Maybe she works like, you know, 3 different jobs. Like she works on the farm, she works like selling the farm produce, you know, she's just like a working girl. The thing I'd want to like keep consistent with her is that she is like tall, strong, but she still is feminine, you know? Because I think looking up references and like researching and stuff, I see a lot of fan art with her like as a human in like a skirt and a dress and stuff, but it's like when I think about it, if she's like a farm girl working, you know, that's just not practical. So I just wanted to keep her in her like comfortable farm clothes, jeans, you know, her farm boots, but then still, even though she's like dressed like that, she's muddy, she's dirty, you know, she's tanned and sunburnt, and she has like mud on her shoes and like, you know, stuff like that. She's still feminine. So that's something that I kept in mind while designing her, because I thought that was important. That was important to me to, you know, keep in. for her in college with the other girls, I was thinking maybe she's like an agriculture major. You know, she likes to learn about plants and farming, stuff like that. And here you can see me struggling with the colors, so I decided to just take a step back and just go back to values, because that's the important thing, and just figure out what values I wanted. And I think that helped. I was still struggling, to be honest. It took a while, but I was just going back and forth and just trying things out to see what looked good. And here I'm just shading her, giving her some, dimension. I think she's just like an all-American girl, just like from the South, probably like, I don't know, Texas or like somewhere. I was trying to pinpoint her accent in the show, but I think her accent is just like a stereotypical Southern accent. I don't think it's mainly Texas or, from any specific region, but she's from the South somewhere. I'm just going back and fixing the sketch, making it clean, adjusting some things, because I think I was just sketching very messily, and that was also making it difficult to understand what each line was trying to convey. So I was just going back and just clarifying things, clarifying some, forms. I really tried to keep like the earthy colors in this design, like very warm. Got the green, you got her boots. Just try and keep it like earthy. I think that was the main thing I was trying to keep in mind. And I just really like her plaid apron. I was trying to think of like southern country things. Like what would I see on the countryside? So I just tried to keep that present in her design. But I think in the end it came out pretty okay. There are things I would change, things I would like to adjust or to look different, but I'm trying to get out of the perfectionism mindset as an artist, because that is a very dangerous mindset to have. So I was just doing it to complete it. I can go back, I can change it if I want to, but I'm happy with how it came out. Okay, we're on to my favorite character, Twilight. I love Twilight as a character. She's so me-coded, Like I just love her as a kid watching My Little Pony. I just love her as a character. I love her on screen. She's just my favorite character. Still is. I really love Twilight. So I had to do her justice, I just had to make sure she looked good, and I think she does. I like how she came out. I like her design, starting off with grayscale, value, all that good stuff. I think in the Magical Girl story, it could kind of follow a similar pattern. Like, she's a typical nerdy, loner type. She moved to a I guess it would be like cancelled out university, moved away from home, and she's just like focused on her studies, and just not looking to make friends until, you know, fate had other plans. I tried to make her magical girl form, you know, like different than the others, like clearly still following the theme of like puffy, colorful, but you know, with her there's like subtle differences. Like her element of harmony is her crown. You know, she has longer gloves, and you know, just making her design stand out from the rest of them. I gave her like earrings here until I realized that I wanted to keep the pony ears, because you know, I still wanted to have some trace of pony in them. Even if it could look kind of weird, I'll just keep it just because it's like, you know, my little pony magical girls. I love her color palette. I love the purple. I had to distinguish the purple of her ribbon from Rarities, which you're gonna see soon. But I had to go back and double check some references because it's like I was mixing up some of the colors and I just wanted them to be accurate. You know, I'd say she's like 100% like South Asian. You know, a lot of the fan art depict her like that, so I 100% agree. Maybe she's like born in like Bangladesh or something, like, you know, that's where her family is from. But yeah, definitely South Asian. And for her magical form as well as the others, I tried to make it like, you know, a bit more saturated than the everyday form to make it really stand out. Like, I don't know if it's noticeable, maybe it is in the lineup, but I made all of their magical girl forms just like saturated and just to stand out and really pop. And for her, I gave her star, her cutie mark star in the form of her earrings. So I thought that was cute. I gave her everyday outfit like a academia, studious kind of vibe. You know, and she's in college, maybe studying like chemistry or, I don't know, engineering, something. Maybe chemistry is more close to like magic, you know, which is her element. And for her everyday outfit, I gave her like a sweater vest, which is like, you know, I'd imagine she has like 15 different sweater vests. Like, she's definitely the type to just wear sweater vests every day. And even like her shoes, like she would prioritize comfort over style. Like, she wear the same shoes every day. She doesn't care. Like, she's going to school to be an academic weapon. And also, after doing some research and like watching some videos, apparently in the Friendship is Magic show, people don't like the episode where she became an alicorn princess. That blows my mind, because as a kid, that was my favorite episode. Like, I love that episode with her and she like became a princess. That's one of my favorite episodes, so I just had to include that. Like, she is the princess of friendship, you know. So I don't know, that's my favorite episode. Even like when the cutie marks were switched on the song, and it's so good. But yes, that was Twilight, and now we're on to Rarity. So with Rarity, I had a pretty clear design of how I wanted her to look for her everyday outfit. But her magical girl outfit, I was kind of struggling. I don't know how many of you are here from my Instagram, shameless plug. But I had a couple sketches, I think I showed them earlier, of how I wanted her magical girl form to look, and I just couldn't decide. So I got some feedback and I tried to implement it. Hopefully it looks good. I think it looks okay. I don't know if I should have gone more flashy or more chic, or I don't know. But for her personality, her story, she's like, a rich girl. She's Korean, that for sure. I say she's Korean. But like, rich girl. I say like her dad was like like the head of a fashion line, that's why she's so into fashion. Like think like Adrian from Miraculous Ladybug, like her mom passed away when she was young. So it's just her and her father. And people think she's like bratty, they think she's like a mean girl, but she's really nice. She's really kind of really generous. Wink wink. But yeah, she's basically like, she looks like a mean girl, but she's a girl's girl, like she's for the girls. She's just like very supportive, very generous. She's flashy and like very extravagant, very dramatic, and people just assume things about her, but she is very kind. In college, she's definitely a fashion major, fashion designer. Maybe she already has her own clothing line because of her dad. Good old nepotism. But she is very talented, very skilled with fashion, and she loves fashion. Honestly, as a kid, I really didn't ship any of the characters, but with them, and now I'm older, with them in college, maybe there's a little something going on between her and Applejack, because like they're like complete opposites. Applejack is like dirty, muddy, but still feminine, and Rarity is just like, flashy, fashionista, big on outfits, and it's like, I don't know, I could definitely see something developing, some tension going on between them in this series. Every good magical girl show needs a little Yuri. And for her everyday outfit, maybe that like diamond ribbon that she has on her neck was gifted to her by her mother before she passed away. That's just something that she wears, but it's also a reference to her cutie mark, and that's her little element in her everyday design. So here I'm just making her look a bit more saturated, cleaning up some stuff, just adding the final touches. I like her everyday outfit. That's just how I imagined it to look, but for her magical girl form, I feel like I could have done better. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much purple. I'm not sure. But I like how it looks, but I could have definitely done more with the design of, especially the skirt. Maybe I could have done a little something extra. Okay, and last but not least, Rainbow Dash. I think she's like the captain of the football team. I think that's how it was in the Equestria Girls movie, but she's definitely just athletic, sporty, just love to be active and does football, like actual football, not American football, like the real football. I say she came to the college like as an athlete on like an athlete scholarship. So, not the most book smart, but she definitely belongs in Canterlot University. And she's just like a great asset to the sports team. Her magical girl form, I definitely wanted to give it like a Rainbow Dash feel to it, like less puffy, like a tutu puffy, but I think it still fits in with the theme with the rest of the characters. I don't think she like pokes out too much or like stands out. She still like fits in with them, if that makes sense. Oh, and I wanted to give her everyday form her cutie mark in the form of like the lucky keychain that she brings everywhere. Like every football game, every sports match, she wears her lucky rainbow keychain. For her ethnicity, maybe she's like Brazilian, like maybe she's from Brazil, maybe a little mixed, who knows. I felt like fishness would fit her vibe with like those, big boots. And you'll see with the colors, I tried to keep on her color scheme, her palette, and just kind of referencing, clouds, rainbow, and just like Pegasus, like, just kind of Pegasus vibe to it. But yeah, here I'm just getting her colors in. I gave her like her shoulder plates like a kind of goldish, um, goldish material to it. And I gave her dimples because I think she'd have dimples. They look so cute on her. Yeah, I think her everyday outfit would just be like athletic wear, athleisure wear, just casually in a sports outfit, because you never know when the time may come, so she always has to be prepared. I just think her magical girl form looks cool. Like maybe it's a bit too simple, especially the upper half. Like yeah, I tried to add something cloud related. Like I just didn't know how to put it there. I just wanted like some kind of change, something to like add to it. Um, so I was kind of struggling a little, but I think it came out pretty okay. It looks like Rainbow Dash, and I think I kept on theme with her colors and everything. So yeah, there you have it. I think this might be a long video, but thank you for watching all the way through. And let me know in the comments like which design was your favorite, who did you like, who did you not like, like if there was a Magical Girl series, like how would you imagine it to be, who was your favorite design. I'd say for me, I really love Applejack's everyday outfit, and then Twilight and Pinkie Pie's Magical Girl outfit. I think those are my favorite. And also, who is your favorite My Little Pony character? Because mine is definitely Twilight. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This was a big challenge for me, so I was just really glad to try something new. I've never done anything like this when it comes to clothing and character design, so it was really fun, and I'd love to continue this design series some other time. Okay, bye.